been up to well. It's lovely.
Yeah. Yes, smashing. Gorgeous. See my bed?
Yeah. Is that what it stands for?
I'm going back to talk this morning. Tea and biscuit. Good. Dortmund building. Let the child have a run about.
Did you have any doubts at all over the 5 weeks?
I did the night before the signing on. You know, just you don't have just doubts. You just have do I or don't I? You know, what do you feel? And you've got to really seriously think about it because it's 9 years of your life. You know, but there weren't really doubts. There's just sort of a little doubt in my mind, really.
How do you feel that you've coped with the discipline?
I think it's been all right. I was expecting it to be worse, but I think I've coped all right. Just about.
Do you feel a different person yourself now?
Yes, I do. I feel as though I've grown up a bit. Quite a bit. I'm a Wren now and that's it, and it's really great. There's not a feeling like it, there's really not. And to come back here and see your mum, parents, it's been really good, all your friends.
Are they proud of you?
Oh, totally. My mum can't believe it, she's so chuffed, because it's even when you're at home, I'm going to be in, it doesn't sound a lot, you know, but then they realise the pressure, you know, and all the stuff that you've got to do to work for it and actually get there. She's so proud that I wanted to do something with my life, make a career for myself. She's really chuffed.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The men's quarters look like a market. The stalls set out with impossible perfection, all selling the same things.
If we fail this, we don't go home on Friday. That'll be our first break for 6 weeks, huh? So everybody's hoping to pass it today. If not, we'll get backclassed, I think, for this one.
Are you worried?
Just a bit, yeah. I think I'll pass. I'm hoping I'll pass.
The DO's kitmaster is in the end of their level 1 training, which is 7 weeks of training here. And to them directly, it means they can proceed ashore in plain clothes. That's the direct meaning to them. It also signifies part of the end of their training in level 1, which means if they weren't seamen, they could then pass out of HMS Raleigh. However, as seamen, they then carry on with their training and do a further 4 weeks before they actually pass out. Look at your footwear. What's on the sole of your shoe?
Some dark last foot from last night, couldn't get the rest off.
Couldn't get that off?
No, sir.
Couldn't have scrubbed very hard, could you? You didn't pick that up this morning.
If they fail this kitmaster, what happens to them then?
It depends on the degree of failure. If it is terribly bad, i.e. they have problems with their ironing, they're still scorching clothing, or they're failing to wash it and keep the standards we require, then they are backclassed at least 1 week, where they're held back purely to do their kit, and they're given a second chance. If they're minor problems, then we keep them with the same class, and in their own time, they do what we call a kit remedial for up to 3 days, where they have to produce certain items of kit at different times of the day, proving that they have been able to wash and iron their equipment. And if they successfully get through this, then they just carry on with the class. If they've been backclassed, they just pick up the next class coming through. But there's nowhere past that.
Sir.
You must realise that after what I've just gone through with you.
Sir.
Right, here, week 7, other trainees are hoping to leave Raleigh on Friday. You have to match their standard.
Sir.
And the standard I set. Put that down to what's the way?
Are you very sad?
No. Well, disappointed. Fed up. Want to go home. Can't expect out else really. It's his job, isn't it? You get plenty of warning.
What sort of things do you find that he's going for?
Cleanliness. Cleanliness, I think that's most important on your DOs. And I don't think he's so worried about your book size. It's cleanliness and neatness, really. That's what I lost my points on, cleanliness.
But he's fair.
Oh, he's definitely fair. He's only doing his job, isn't he? If your kit's not up to standard, you have to lose marks on it.
Are you finding this side of the training difficult?
Like the kit? No, this is a pain. It's just a pain in the neck. Get fed up with it.
Come on, there's a man drowning in that water. Get a move on, get in that boat. First thing we do, we check our life jackets at 2:30 in places. We check we've got our out towel. We check the lifeboats are out for the coxswain checks the fore and after is rigged correctly. The bellman checks the boats off the pins and he sits there in that boat. What's the next order? Lower deck level, step 1.
For their first 7 weeks, our NOZZERS might have wondered what their training had to do with the sea at all, how it differed from the army, or at times prison. Now, although they're still on dry land, they handle a real boat.
Cassidy, what were you told about the hanging pennant? Son, you keep it clear. Fenderman in here? Right, the coxswain starts the engine. Once the engine's running, what's the next order? Oh, Melton! We take the
Well, basically, you've got to guide these young men who come from their homes in total innocence and guide them, train them, bring out their potential and end up with a capable, competent, able man at the other end after 11 weeks, which is quite difficult, but we have to weed out the ones we don't need and do the best we can. It's like a father figure in a lot of ways. You have to take over from the family. They've left.
Right, the boat is lowered until it's just clear of the water, and then the PO in charge waits until he's on the crest of a wave, and then he orders, slip away, slip. The boat is split. The coxswain takes charge of it by grabbing the tiller, which was lasting, boy. So what happens now? We get the boat out of the water as fast as we can. Right, Fisher, down for 20. Each time we will say, I will not gob off when I've been told not to. I will not gob off when I've been told to. Not to. I will not gob off when I've been told to. Not to. Not to. Count them, that's twice. I will not gob off when I've been told not to. I will not gob off when I've been told not to.
I feel I have to stay detached from them because there's the old cliche that familiarity breeds contempt, and it is true. If you stay that step away from them and keep them under your control so that you have control of them and they respect you for that, and they realise if they do step out of line then you will come down on them, then you don't lose their respect and you are always in command of them, which is very necessary, because if you get too friendly with them then they tend to relax with you and then you lose the ability to get over to them what they need to know.
Do you ever find any of the lads resent that sort of attitude?
Oh yes. Oh yes, you do.
I will not gob off when I've been told to. 16. I will not be gobbed off when I'm told to. 17. I will not be gobbed off when I'm told to. You're getting it wrong, Fisher! It's I will not gob off when I'm told not to!
That's what I said, didn't I?
No! You're gobbing off again, Fisher. 2 more good ones. I will not gob off when I've been told not to. I will not gob off when I've been told not to. Right, Fisher. Your lips and tongue move too often. Listen and keep silence, right? Get back there and I don't hear you again. Right. You ready, Mr. Light? The coxswain's told me he's ready. Off grade! Right, split the gripes. Lower away to deck level, step 1. No need for step 1, but lower away to deck level.
Let's go.
Don't panic, it's going, look, it's moving, don't panic. Go back to gravity, 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 get it back to gravity.
They may be a long way yet from the deep blue sea, but training like this they should never forget, even in the terror and confusion of a real battle, when they must get it right.
Cassidy! What are you told to watch for? What didn't you do again, son? If that war had snapped, you'd have snapped with it. Next order is off Mosing. Start the engine, off Mosing. Once the engine's flashed up and puttering away, tell it to them, Hayward, you could be the engine, put.